guys? What the hell is going on? So, this week's breaking point is this god-awful Hell in a Cell card. It's fucking awful. I've been watching this show for a long time, since I was a little kid, and it's just gotten to the point where I used to watch it every fucking day. I never missed an episode. I would call my mom, hey, can you tape Raw? I don't want to miss it. Now, I'd rather fucking paint a house. And I hate painting. You ever painted a house? You gotta fucking get primer and paint and fucking get that tape shit and put it all around the top, and you paint, and then you rip the tape off thinking you did a great job, and somehow you still got it on the fucking ceiling. So then you just start throwing the paint cans and the paint brushes out the window. Just me? Alright. I get a little agitated sometimes. Fuck painting. I'd rather do that, honestly. I'd rather do that than watch the shit they're giving me. And, you get people who complain, oh, you should just enjoy what's there. Take it for what it is. Stop complaining so much. It's not that bad. No, it's fucking awful. It's awful. And I have every right to complain. If you don't like my complaining, then you can get out. Go away. You don't have to listen. You can turn this off. That's the power you have. Bye-bye. But you can't tell me that it's not a pile of shit that they're selling. Yeah, some of the matches are great, but it makes no difference. Yeah, Ziggler had a fucking great match with Cena on Raw. But he's going to be jobbing in a few weeks anyway, so why does it matter? I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, my expectations for this show are so low that I don't even want to watch anymore. I barely watch. I don't even really watch. I literally just skim through and find the bullshit that pisses me off. And unfortunately, usually that's all 3 hours. But let's get to this card, because it's really... The only match... We're going to take this one right off, because the only match on this card that sounds interesting to anybody is Lesnar and Taker. But when you have to... When the only thing keeping your card alive is two fucking part-timers, and not the load of talent you have on your goddamn roster, you got a problem. So we're taking that completely off, because what if... Because they're not going to be around forever. They're old as hell. Fucking Taker in a few years is going to be, retired. He's going to be, knitting quilts. Fucking Brock Lesnar is going to be on, Dancing with the Stars. I don't know. I don't know what the hell he's going to do, but they're not going to be around. And you can't rely on these guys forever, so pretend that that's not even on the card. And let's look at all this other garbage that they have. I mean, they have a shitload of talent, and still, they can't seem to put on a solid Raw. So we got Alright, so we got Dean Ambrose and Randy Orton versus the Wyatt family. Really? Really? Why? What do you... Just admit you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because that makes no sense. I mean, I get it. You want Dean Ambrose to turn heel, I'm assuming. It's the only reason I can see Randy Orton being there. Randy Orton wants to take some time off. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me, because even if Dean Ambrose is heel, which obviously I'm a huge Ambrose fan, huge fan of Jon Moxley, heel is the best thing for Ambrose right now, it's not going to make a fucking difference. Because it doesn't matter how... This is the thing people don't understand. It doesn't matter how good you are in this business. If they don't want you at the top, you're not going to get there. Ask Ziggler. Ask Kevin Owens. Ask Cesaro. Ask Daniel Bryan. Those guys... I mean, Daniel Bryan's the only example that kind of got to the top. But even at the top, he was still treated like he was fucking nothing. Listen to commentary whenever he was on. When he was WWE champion, they never referred to him much as champion. It was more goat face or the flying goat or all these fucking belittling bullshit that no doubt Kevin fucking Dunn came up with. But it's just ridiculous. And this match screams, we don't know what the fuck we're doing, so let's just throw these guys together in a match. Should be cool. Maybe the match would be good. I don't know. But quite frankly, I don't care. Ooh, here we go. A rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. Ryback versus Kevin. Someone fucking explain to me How Kevin Owens goes from beating John Cena cleanly to having to resort to gouging Ryback's eyes in order to win the Intercontinental Championship. Where's the logic in that? How does that even make sense? Oh, well, he's a heel, so he's... No, that's not how it fucking works. A heel doesn't mean a coward that cheats every single time to win. Because there's no build in that. You don't just neglect a build just because someone's a heel. Oh, we don't need to build this guy because he's a heel, he's a bad guy. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You need to build him. Oh, and he has to do that to Ryback. He can beat John Cena, but he has to do it to Ryback because Ryback's big. That's probably... I guarantee you that's their fucking mindset. But I just feel like this match is going to be a snore fest. I mean, it might be decent, but I mean, it's not going to make a fucking difference. It's not going to matter. Because who is Ryback? Ryback has done nothing. That title is right now, that title means nothing. Ryback has done nothing. Nothing plus nothing equals nothing. It's fucking basic math. Go back to school. Only on the fucking breaking point are you going to get a math lesson. Only here. Taking you kids to school. Alright, so hopefully he doesn't resort to fucking some low blow. But even still, like, you couldn't do anything to make this match more entertaining. Like, you couldn't make it a triple threat, or you couldn't add some kind of stipulation into this match other than the title being online. It's just fucking lazy. It's boring. Like, these clowns are getting paid to do this, to book these matches. It makes no sense. All right, we're gonna move along because I can spend all day on that, but got to get you guys out at a reasonable time. I don't want to keep you here all day. Oh, here we go. The WWE Tag Team title main event. Another fucking case of you couldn't have done something more with this. You couldn't have made it a triple threat or a fatal four-way or a fucking tornado tag match. You couldn't have done some kind of stipulation. Made it a tables match for the titles. Made it a fucking TLC match for the titles. A triple threat TLC. There are so many. Put it in a fucking cage. You're at Hell in a Cell. Why isn't all of it... Why do they fucking have pay-per-views named after matches when only one match on the card is that actual match? It doesn't make sense. They do the same shit with like TLC. You're going to name it Table, Ladders, and Chairs, but only one match is going to be a TLC? That's stupid. Don't name it that at all. Just have the match. There's no reason for it. Just have the match in the card. You can name it something more impressive. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they could have had that tag match. How about the Divas title match? Breaking news, guys. Fucking Charlotte is defending her Divas championship against Nikki Bella. Ooh. How is that breaking? It's breaking news that Charlotte is invoking the rematch clause that every single person on the roster, male and female, have and use every single time. How is that breaking news? Everybody has a rematch clause. Everybody uses the rematch clause. It's been happening for years. It's not fucking breaking. Is this match happening inside of a Hell in a Cell? Are you going to do something new and fresh and innovative? Are you going to have the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match? Are you going to actually give these women a chance? No? Then who gives a fuck? Really, who gives a shit? It's not in a cage. There's nothing interesting about this match. It's not breaking news. Again, you could have done something so much more with this, and you chose to be fucking lazy and do this garbage again. Moving on. Oh, here we go. WWE World Heavyweight Championship. If Demon Kane loses, Corporate Kane is no longer Director of Operations. I gotta tell you guys, I was not sold on this match. I was like, Demon Kane versus Seth Rollins. I'm not too interested. And they were like, just wait. If Demon Kane loses, then Corporate Kane is no longer Director of Operations. And I was just like, fucking sold. No, that's... Who gives a shit about Corporate Kane? I'm not gonna lie. I did like the Demon Kane, the kind of split personality thing they were doing. It was new. It was interesting. It was kind of intelligent. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Kept me a little bit intrigued. I wonder where they're going with this. But now it's kind of like, really? I don't know. It seems very obvious that if that because that stipulation is involved and they're not going to drop. I know so many people are like, oh, Kane should win the heavyweight championship. He should win the WWE title because he deserves it. What? The fuck out of here. Yeah, okay. He deserved it years ago when he used to be good, but can you name me a match recently that he had that was actually interesting? This isn't an attack on him. It happens to everybody. I'm a diehard Rock fan. I thought it was fucking atrocious what they did giving him the title. I mean, I love The Rock, but he shouldn't be getting the title. Kane should not be getting... I mean, yeah, he deserves it, but I mean, there's nothing interesting you can do with it. And it means nothing. I mean, I know you want it, but that's not always the smart decision. And giving him the title would be fucking stupid. But it could happen. I mean, I think Seth Rollins wins this one, but could happen. Who the hell knows with their bullshit over there. I mean, oh, I forgot this one was kind of hidden because obviously it's not as important. But Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt with the Wyatt family on the side. Ooh. After that, I wasn't really excited until after that hour-long promo he cut about the history of him and Bray. Why do we need to hear that? Why do we need to know? Like, we were there. We witnessed it. We don't need a million recaps on how it happened. That's not how you sell a match. I'm not interested because, I mean, you could have just simply done a vignette and showed us the struggle between the two. You didn't have to have Roman go out there, arguably one of the worst on the mic, and not even an attack on him. That's just bullshit politics backstage because he's got potential to be great on the mic, but they keep trying to suffer and succotash, son, and fucking shucking and jiving for Vince. No, the fuck out of here. You're gonna have that guy cut a lengthy promo. Like, come on, it doesn't even make any logical sense. They're spending no time working on developing this guy's skill, and they're just fucking going straight to jetpack. This match is awful to me because neither one of these guys can afford a loss, and they seem to do that a lot. Like they like I feel like they're sitting back and like, all right, let's pick the two worst off guys we can find that can't afford a loss and put them together in a match. That'd be fucking great. I mean, neither of these guys can lose. So it's literally a lose-lose for everybody. Bray loses. He looks even weaker. These are two guys that they should be really working on because they are the future of this business. I don't care if you don't even like them. It doesn't make a lick of difference. Whether they're skilled or not is not based on your opinion of them. It doesn't work that way. Oh, I don't fucking like this guy. That means he sucks. No, it just means you don't like that guy. Everybody's got opinions, and they all fucking suck. Even mine. My opinions are garbage. I'll be the first to admit it. This fucking show is garbage. The Breaking Point is stupid. Because it's full of garbage opinions. I don't even give a shit. But, I mean, this match is just another who gives a shit. Nothing on this fucking card makes me want to watch this pay-per-view. Why am I paying... Oh, it's only $9.99, but why am I paying $9.99? Oh, you got all these other awesome shows. The fuck that. It's at the point where I don't even want to waste my day watching anything WWE related anymore. I'll fucking stream it later if it's that important. But I'm not even interested in I'm not spending money on any of this. I'm literally buying an entire pay-per-view for Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Why? I mean, Seth Rollins, even if he does win, they're not doing anything with him. He's I think it was like 1 for 16 in like the past months of him being champion or something like that. That's awful. How do you have a champion? Like, I don't care if you say heel. Like I said earlier, a heel doesn't fucking mean you neglect a build. It means that they're a bad guy. That's the difference. Good guy, bad guy. A heel doesn't mean, oh, we're just going to stop building him. He's just going to be a fucking coward and lose every match. So Seth Rollins wins or loses, makes no difference. Roman Reigns or Bray loses, makes no difference. Charlotte wins, boring fucking match because they could have done so much more with it. And I'm really fucking tired of seeing Nikki Bella because none of these divas can keep up with the women of NXT. I'm sorry, but they can't. They're whatever they were being taught on the main roster is just not adding up to what they're being taught down at NXT. Then you got Dudley Boyz and New Day, which probably it'll probably be a decent match. Can't fucking speak. I said probably or whatever the fuck I just said. But it's probably going to be a good match. But still, why is there not a fucking great stipulation? Why is it not a triple threat? You have some solid tag teams. It's time to start calling up tag teams from NXT too, because this is getting ridiculous. The IC title match, again, they could have done so much more with this shit. Why is it not in a fucking cage? Fingers crossed Kevin Owens doesn't fucking cheat to win again. And then Dean Ambrose versus Randy Orton, where Ambrose probably turns heel, and then they fucking have him job as a heel now instead of jobbing as a babyface. This whole match is a pile of, this whole match card is a pile of shit. Not interested in the least bit. I mean, like I said, the only thing that kind of tickles my fancy is fucking Lesnar and Taker, but even that is just, I don't even know what they're doing there anymore. I mean, it's a shame. I used to watch this shit all the time, and now to the point where I don't even, I'm literally exhausted watching the WWE now. I'm exhausted. It's a fucking chore just to watch it. It's not entertaining. I mean, they want to fucking blame football like that's the problem. Oh, we have, football's back. What was your excuse before the football season started? Because your ratings were pretty shitty then too. I don't know about you, but NXT is doing pretty solid on ratings and on merch sale. So, are you going to start taking responsibility for your shit company? Or are you going to continue to blame everyone else? Because that seems to be exactly what you're doing. And it's fucking ridiculous. Alright, guys, I can go on for hours and hours just yelling. But I gotta get you out of here at a reasonable hour. I don't want to keep you here all day. And I'm sure you don't want to stay here all day listening to me yell. So do me a favor. If you liked what you heard in this episode, like, share, and subscribe. Come back next week for more. Or maybe tomorrow. Maybe come back tomorrow. I think I'm going to do these every day. So come back tomorrow if you like what you heard for another episode of The Breaking Point. And as always, consider the point broken.